life cycle of silk moth. So, before studying about the processing of silk, we need to understand the life cycle of silk moth. You can see the different steps involved in the life cycle. The female silk moth lays eggs from which hatch larvae, which are called caterpillars or silkworms. They grow in size, and when the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage of its life history called pupa, it first weaves a net to hold itself. Then it swings its head from side to side in the form of figure of 8. During these movements of head, the caterpillar secretes fiber made of a protein which hardens on exposure to air and becomes silk fiber. Soon, the caterpillar completely covers itself by silk fibers and turns into pupa. This covering is known as cocoon. You can see a white egg-like structure. This is the cocoon. The further development of pupa into moth continues inside the cocoon, and silk fibers are used for weaving silk cloths. Do you know that the soft silk yarn, which appears so soft, is as strong as a comparable thread of steel? Processing of silk involves rearing, reeling, and dyeing. After all these processes, the spinning and weaving of silk is done. Now, rearing. As we have studied about the rearing of sheep, similarly, for obtaining, moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk threads. A female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at the time. The eggs are stored carefully on strips of cloth or paper and sold to silkworm farmers. The farmers keep eggs under hygienic conditions and under suitable conditions of temperature and humidity. Reeling. A pile of cocoons is used for obtaining silk fibers. The cocoons are kept under the sun or boiled or exposed to steam. The silk fibers separate out. This process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling of the silk. Reeling is done in special machines which unwind the threads of fibers of silk from the cocoon. And similarly, the dyeing, that is, the silk fibers are then dyed in different colors. The silk fibers are then spun into silk threads which are woven into silk cloth by weavers. I hope you all have understood the processing of wool and silk very well. Thank you, students.